Welcome back. So Nigeria's most prestigious music awards is back. Not just back, but back home. The Headies will be holding... Anyway, first of all, let me introduce our guests first before we get into the Headies and all of that. I'm joined here now by the Oga at the top himself, who's continued to, do this in spite of all the odds. He's kept it alive with all of the issues that might have stopped it, and many others have fallen by the wayside, but he continues to grow even bigger, went international, and as Afrobeats continues to rise, the Headies continues to rise with it. I'm joined here by Animashaun, the founder and CEO himself. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, the Headies are back. It's back home. I know you've been asked a lot of questions about why you brought it back and all of that, but how are you excited? How excited are you to be back in Lagos? I mean, you were away for 3 years, I believe.
Yeah.
You held it outside Nigeria for about 3 years.
Yeah.
It's back home. How excited are you? Is it something you did with joy, or are you trying to see what it looks like again? Yeah. I have to put you on the spot more.
That question is very difficult to answer. Mixed feelings, actually.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why. I'll be honest here. Who would not want to have the Headies in Nigeria? You want the world to come to Nigeria to come and see Nigeria,
yes,
see what you can do in the country. But here, we've got a lot of limitations. And that's probably why some of those awards that they are not existing anymore. We've got a lot of limitations. Number one, with the kind of awards that we're having, you need institutional support, and not just me. The guys are in the movie industry, the guys are doing festivals and all that. For it to be big, for it to be really, really big, and if you want that vision for your event, you've got to be able to do more. And if it's not happening, you need to check where it can actually really happen. So that's one of the reasons. Before we moved the awards out of Nigeria, I tried to bring some of the biggest production companies on the continent here. One of them is called Gear House in South Africa. In fact, the first told me they were not coming to Nigeria, and they gave conditions after some time. But when they came, it didn't look exactly the way they wanted. Long story, it didn't happen exactly the way they wanted.
So is this a money issue, or is it a technical, or is it
It's an everything issue, and I'll tell you, also us as Nigerians, we need to do more in actually really speaking, well and positive about. An American will say, God bless America. Nigeria will say this, whatever country, you know what I'm saying? We always see our cup as half empty rather than half full. We're on our way there. We can't compare.
The perception has traveled.
Yeah, it has to change. I mean, the National Orientation Agency need to do more. So, and I'll give an example. When we went to America, right? When I told the guys at the U.S. consulate that would like to have the awards in America, they didn't only show excitement. They introduced me to our own ambassador in America. They introduced me to Delta Airlines, introduced us to the authorities in the state of Georgia that will help us. They made everything easy for us. They didn't only do that. The ambassador came to Atlanta, told what's called the office in Department of State in Washington, D.C. that they were supporting this event in Nigeria. They came from, the Department of State. There was support from the American government. Well, I would also say that year, and even this one, we had the support of Lagos State. But it's not always been like that. It's not always been like that. I think I don't understand. It's always very, it's more difficult having the awards in Nigeria, and that's why some of those guys will not even do the awards anymore, because it's not a money thing, because you're not going to make money from it. And people that came into awards thinking that, okay, this guy, they get sponsor, maybe we try. They left at the end of the day. Another reason is those brands that support the awards and the artists. When we announced that we were going to America, all of them came, and the brands even did better. People, I don't know, Nigerians like to travel a lot. Any opportunity to travel, I mean, may we go. And when I announced that we were coming back, some artists were like, boss, why you bring our come for leave and then now, But we like to have the awards here, but they are there are so many. I'll give an example. We do not have enough events venue in Nigeria. We don't have 10 to 15 to 5 choices when it comes to good quality production in Nigeria. So if one major production company is booked,
you're stuck.
You are stuck. You have to change your date. And if one venue is not working, you have to change your date. And again, the whole idea at that point was to showcase, our music to the world as well. We're already making waves around the world and all that. And some of the things that we want to do with the awards, we want to make it a truly global music brand. Everything's not going to happen in our award brand. Everything's not going to happen in our backyard. So we try to explore, and we were well received in Atlanta. So yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Still, when is this awards holding? First of all,
27th
of April.
Yeah. 27th of April. In Lagos.
Yeah.
In Lagos.
And I've seen you put out a few tweets in the past, about artists respecting the awards or not, or getting more excited about certain international awards. Nigerians also have made a lot of comments about that, and it can only be as big as it will be if the support is equivalent. Do you feel that the Headies gets the kind of support you think it should get from the artists? And we're talking attendance here. Because, if it's the biggest award in Nigeria, most people will say probably in the continent now, because Afrobeats is the biggest genre on the continent now. So any awards that celebrates that, is probably the biggest on the continent. Are you happy with the level of support? Do you think artists are doing enough?
From what I know, I would say yes and no, and I'm going to explain what I mean. For example, Rema is in town now. He came for the Headies because we were meant to have it on 5th of April. And he said he was going to be around. He made it. He's here. And he's leaving now again. But will he make the second one? I'm not sure because he has events.
Yeah.
Now, you have to understand, we're not, once some artists now, they want to win the Grammys. And another thing I know about artists is that some of them, they'll be using one eye to check whether they're going to win or not. And if they don't win, they don't want to be in the room. And I'll give you an example. One big artist, I shouldn't mention his name here.
Oh.
No, I shouldn't. I should not be unfair. No, not me. Everybody's watching. One main guy, I didn't even know he was at the awards. He was backstage.
Recently?
The one we had in Nigeria before we traveled, was backstage until the category was announced. It was when he won that he came out. That's when we knew that he was there. I don't know. Some artists will not want to sit down there, and someone nominated in the same category
beats them to it.
They don't understand. They are not able to deal with that yet. They won't be able to walk out of the hall. So yes, some of them want to be part of it, but they want to check. And for us, the voting categories are the voting categories. We won't tamper with. We never tampered with. We're not going to tell you because we don't even know if you're going to win or not. I promise you, you're going to win like some people do just to make you come there.
Do you ever get people calling you to try and influence?
Yeah, all the time. But a lot of
A-list artists?
Some people send some people,
yeah.
But a lot of them know over time they know who you are, what the brand stands for and all that. So they no go there, they no go answer. It's not even the one. Yeah. So yeah, some that don't know still try to influence. Some guy even called me in the past that don't worry about that. Next week I'll go buy him. I just want to make my artist win, and he got a piece of advice from me.
Yeah.
I asked them to go and vote.
Very interesting. I mean, the Headies has had many iconic moments. I mean, we all can't forget the Don Jazzy and Olamide moments that ushered in the new year for us back then, So we've had a lot of those iconic moments. Yeah. What are you looking forward to, with the upcoming one and in the years to come? Because I feel like for a lot of people, because of how awards have gone in Nigeria, where, like you say, a lot of them die off, I guess there's that constant fear of, I hope the Headies stays. We all kind of root for you. So every time I hear an announcement of the Headies, I'm like, okay, great. It's still happening. What are your hopes in the years to come?
Okay, so first, you can say what everybody is not doing right, but you have to check within to, and see what you can do better or what you can communicate better. We've always had Headies Academy. We already have plans to make some things public. The reason why we didn't make a lot of things public before now is because the lobbying gets too much. That's one. Number two, we are announcing Headies board very soon. Just guys that are going to be in the board. The most of these, Grammy started in 1958 as Gramophone Awards by, and that was when they founded the Grammys. The first one was 1959. But, they've had their journey too, and the Headies is so young. The comparison is flattering. When the Grammys is happening, Headies is going to be trending. It trends when the Grammys is happening. Nigerians talk about Headies a lot. So what I'm looking forward to is partnership with a lot of young people. The guys that are already big that don't think they want to come. It's fine. It's fine. There are so many guys to concentrate on. For me, and I was telling the academic guys that if I had my way and if they would allow that, for artists that don't submit entry, it means they don't want to be nominated. For artists that don't do drop of their video, when it's just so that in case if they're not able to make it, tell us in advance if they're not able to make it, and it means that they don't respect their awards. So why don't you just concentrate on the people that
who are interested,
who are really interested? You don't want to give me the awards I don't want to win. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many people out there they're like that as if their life depends on it. Why don't you just and all these guys came through the ranks and they were at one point or the other performed on stage. There was not one of them that didn't either perform on stage, win an award, wanted to be at the awards at all costs and all that at some point. And now if they're big, thank God, glory be to God. There's so many artists that are coming up that are new. It was just 6 years ago that Rema won Next Rated. Rema is top in the world now. And some that didn't even win, it was just 3 years ago that Arasta was nominated for Next Rated. And she's top in the world now. So music, it moves so fast now that these guys are really, really growing. There are some guys that are coming behind. You need to celebrate people that want to be celebrated.
Yes.
So we want. If you ask me what we need from the state, we would think for a brand like this, everybody's saying our own Grammys, our own Grammy. If it is your own, own it, and do what it requires to own it, and do something about it. Otherwise, I would like to alternate the awards. One in Nigeria, then one abroad, then one in Nigeria, then one abroad. Because
you still want to go?
I want to go because I want to stay, but I want to go because it makes it the headache now.
Yeah.
Like we had 2 consecutive awards in America. We didn't have to change the date. We didn't have to. Here now we are moving the date.
Yeah.
Because things don't move as fast with the kind of event you want to have. You want to have a massive award show, not a regular show. A massive award show, not a regular show.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Welcome back. Welcome back to Lagos. I saw the trailer there of the Returned artifact was pretty eye-catching for a lot of us. And looking forward to the Headies. A lot of us have been there many times.
Yeah,
we can never be nominated, but at least we enjoy, what you put together.
And all that stuff. Yeah,
it's nice to see what you're doing, and good luck for everybody who's interested. Like I said, April 27th.
April 27th.
The Headies will be happening. It will be live. I believe.
Live, it's always live.
I was live on HIP TV, but also, I don't know if you want to attend. I don't know if there's a way to attend, but
it's live on YouTube. We're planning with YouTube
live on YouTube as well. So looking forward to all of that. And the nominees, your favorite artists are all nominated, and hopefully they'll be there. A lot of them will be there, and looking forward to the awards. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
And looking forward to it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Well done for what you do.